Om Namah Shivaya. What if I told you we are not in the darkest age of humanity and Kali Yuga might have already ended? What if the biggest misunderstanding in human history is not about religion but about time itself? What if we are not living in decline but in the early stages of a mass awakening cycle? This is not a theory. This comes from an ancient text called the Holy Science. This is the book given by Sri Yukteswar Giri ji, who is Paramahansa Yogananda ji's guru. My guru Mahavatar Babaji asked Giri Maharaj to write this book that proposes something radically different. So time is not 4,32,000 year decline. It is a 24,000 year oscillation of consciousness. And more importantly, this cycle is astronomically grounded. Once you understand this time cycle, your entire view of history will change. And you will understand that with the wrong calculation, every other calculation is misinterpreted. So most people think time moves in a straight line, in a linear way. But in Vedic cosmology, and especially in the Holy Science, time moves in a cycle, a repeating rise and fall of human consciousness. Not millions of years, but a 24,000 year cycle that contains 2 Yuga cycles each. Yukteswar Giri ji connects the Yuga cycle to Earth's movement relative to a cosmic center, that is a Vishnu Navi or galactic influence. As the solar system moves closer, consciousness expands, and when it moves farther, consciousness contracts. As I mentioned in one of my videos, that the more closer the sun is, the higher the consciousness goes. This is crucial. Yugas are not just mythology, they are psychophysical response to cosmic positioning. Let's understand the real Yuga cycle. So according to Sri Yukteswar Giri, one full cycle, as you can see on the screen, one full cycle is 24,000 years divided into 2 halves. Half cycle is descending cycle, that is 12,000 years, contains 4 yugas, and second ascending cycle, 12,000 years, also contains 4 yugas. Each half contains 4 yugas. Kali Yuga became 1200 years, Dvapara became 2400 years, Treta became 3600 years, and Satya Yuga became 4800 years. So total it's 12,000 years per half cycle, and full cycle becomes 24,000. The cycles repeat in reverse. Means first the Yuga cycle starts from Satya Yuga to Treta to Dvapara and comes down to Kali Yuga. Then while ascending, it starts from Kali Yuga to Dvapara to Treta and Krita or Satya Yuga. Each Yuga contains Sandhya Kal, that is the dawn period, main Yuga period, that is a stable period, and Sandhyamsa period, which is twilight period. These are not optional, but they are integral part of cycles, which is why it becomes 24,000 years. These transition periods are included in the total duration, like they are part of a day cycle or hour cycle. These transition periods also ascend with time. Like in Kali Yuga, the actual Yuga time duration is 1000 years, but it goes to 1200 years because of 100 plus 100, total 200 years of Sandhya and twilight period. Like in our day cycle, we have dusk and dawn. Similarly, these times also goes through same cycle irrespective of the duration or length of the time. These time cycles maintain one state of consciousness that I have mentioned previously in the video, and moving forward, going to elaborate more on it. Don't you want to know the full timeline? So now let's break it down. As per Yukteswar Giri ji said, The ratio between the times of yugas are 1:2:3:4. Means Kali has 1200 years, Dvapar has 2400 years, Treta has 3600 years, and Satya has 4800 years. And descending cycle from highest to lowest consciousness goes total to 12,000 years. So 12,000 years is the decline phase and 12,000 years is the evolution phase. But in ascending cycle, it starts from lowest to highest consciousness. Means the ascending cycle begins from Kali, Dvapar, Treta and Satya Yuga. The holy science also shares where are we now. So here is the shocking part. According to the book, The Holy Science, descending Kali Yuga ended around 499 CE. Then descending Kali Yuga ran until 1699 CE. And since then, we are in ascending Dvapara Yuga. Yes, it is an ascension phase of Dvapara Yuga. We have already left Kali Yuga. Yes, right now, not Kali Yuga. Dvapara Yuga is an age of energy and technology. But it is not a digital technology. It is spiritual technology. So we can say that Dvapara Yuga is an age of spiritual energy and spiritual technology. Now, what is the proof in modern world? So yugas are not about external events. They describe human capacity to perceive reality. For example, we can look around electricity, internet, quantum physics, space exploration. These are not dark age indicators. They match Dvapara Yuga's spiritual technologies. Here we have to understand one important thing. That is, we are not talking about the digital technologies here, which are the reflection of spiritual technologies, or we can say the shadow of spiritual technologies. So we are talking about the understanding of energy, vibration and subtle forces, but from spiritual experience. Because spiritual experience comes from samskara and material experience is Dvapara Yuga inspired digital form. For better understanding, we have to understand what each yuga represents. So these yuga cycles are not just time, but depicts human consciousness levels too. Like Kali Yuga, which is 1200 years, focuses on physical survival, fear, and awareness to a limited perception, mostly on the material plane. In fact, in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that Kali means pap, adharma. Dvapara Yuga, which is 2400s, focuses on awareness of energy that we are focusing on right now. And this is also about the awareness of invisible forces like electricity, magnetism, atomic structures, nuclear energies, sustainable forms of energies. But only for the benefit and creation for humanity, for good reasons, not for destruction. In Treta Yuga, which is 3600s, it focuses on awareness of the mind. Telepathy can be increased, mental power enhances multifold, and transmission to other dimensions become possible. And in Satya Yuga, which is 4800 years, it focuses on pure truth. This shares pure consciousness, touch with the absolute. It develops collective consciousness, unity consciousness. That kind of perception develops in Satya Yuga, where there is no difference between any Atman. So this is the full spiritual realization of Atman. This is a spectrum of perception that was hidden previously, but now with higher awareness, the awareness is ascending. But do keep in mind that awareness is not morality alone. Now let's understand the big cycle. So the full big cycle, as I mentioned, is 24,000 years. But here is the deeper idea. This cycle is linked with the harmony of the earth and her movements relative to the cosmic centers. Meaning, consciousness rises and falls with cosmic alignment. And we can observe that currently there are many cosmic alignments happening every now and then. People are more aware of such details through astronomy and astrology. So according to Yukteswar Giri, we are in ascending Dvapara Yuga. But here is the nuance. We are still in the early phase of ascension, to be precise. So 327 years of Dvapara Yuga, in which 400 years are Sandhya and Sandhyamsa Kal, where we are still in the twilight time as we are ascending, like the sun, which explains rapid technological development, but psychological inability as people are not able to catch up with the Yuga's energies. This is where most people misunderstand. Now, transition from Kali to Dwapar means old structures collapse, new perception is not yet stable. So, a lot of confusion state. So, you can see information explosion, loss of certainty, identity confusion. But this is not a decline, it is a phase of transition. People who have authentic gurus or have some stability are still able to hold the ground. Sri Yukteswar Giri ji emphasizes that reality has gross and subtle layers. He distinguishes Sthula means physical, Sukshma means subtle or energetic level, Karan means causal or ideational. As Yuga progresses, humans perceive firstly matter, then energy, then thought, and then consciousness. This you can put in the Yuga cycle as well. Understanding Yukteswar Giri ji's practical technique is important. This is where the book becomes experiential, not theoretical. Yukteswar Giri ji implies you can accelerate your own evolution through concentration by focusing on self without distributing your energy to unwanted things, people, places, etc. Like currently, our energy is distributed in so many things in our work, in our life, family life, relationships, social media, news, wars, and whatnot. So bring it back together. Next is breath control that helps in keeping you amicable during the chaos situation and keeps the lesser stress. Also, inner awareness has to be high to keep up with the pace of changing world because it is changing very fast. But you can do that with the better understanding of your intuition. This is taught in Babaji's Kriya Yoga too. So key principle is that evolution is not only collective, it is individually accessible. Once individual is aware, he or she can help others. We must realize that every Yuga cycle we can experience sages, saints, higher beings, so as in Kali Yuga also. It is said in Srimad Bhagavatam that Yugas never ends fully. That means Kali Yuga will stay, but in a very smaller space. You can think of a 80-20 ratio maybe, or lesser. But humanity can rise from Yuga cycle. So it is again the individual choice to rise or to fall. We are not limited by our yugas or time cycles. Even in Dwapar, confusion exists. Kali exists. Yugas are like background field where the person can play his or her own personal potential as consciousness. One can raise to higher consciousness in Kali Yuga more easily than in other yugas. It is also mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Why this changes everything? If you believe, like myself, this model is true, we are not declining. We are ascending in reality in our consciousness. Like any product cycle where beginning, growth, maturity and decline comes, similarly, we can see that now we are in the phase of transition, and transition or any change brings chaos. So that's what we observe around. So avoid indulging into it. That means chaos is transition, confusion is a growth phase or phase of choices, instability is evolution, either grow or fall depending on consciousness and choices we make. On this time cycle basis, we can say that our historical evidences or history is not linear progress. They are also cyclic. It is a cyclic expansion of awareness. That means ancient civilization may have known more than we assume. They were more advanced than today's humanity. We may still be finding the pre-existing histories. I think I have mentioned this in my book. And this is also possible that future humanity will perceive reality very differently than us. In time cycle, everything changes or upgrades or degrades depending on the individual's awareness. In the holy science, the yugas are not just periods of time, they are stages in humanity's ability to perceive reality. And we are currently rising into a new level of awareness, not falling into darkness. The awareness doesn't mean the digital awareness, it's all about the spiritual technology. So the real question is, do you believe? Are we living in the end of our dark age or the beginning of a new awakening? Do you think we are still in Kali Yuga or already in Dvapara? You can share your views in the comment section below or start the discussion in the community area. I hope this opens up your mind for time cycle. Om Namah Shivaya.